Hi, I'm Robert Gibbons. Welcome to today's read. And today is the birthday of Samuel Coleridge Taylor. And if you don't know anything about Samuel, he was a very celebrated musician. And so I'm going to read a little of his biography from this book called Iconic Composers. And it talks a little bit about, it gives a one-page bio on Samuel Coleridge Taylor, and I thought today would be a good day to resurrect and talk a little bit about him. I'm going to read, but I'm also in the background. I'm going to play some of Samuel's music so that you can hear what kind of music he played. And this is a concerto, a violin concerto by Samuel Coleridge Taylor. And so I'm just going to play a little bit of it so that you can hear it. Samuel Coleridge Taylor. This is the picture they give of him, but there are many pictures out there of him. Samuel Coleridge Taylor, he was the English champion of the African diaspora. Like Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Frank Schubert, Samuel Coleridge Taylor wrote a remarkable amount of music and had an outsized impact on the musical world despite dying at the age of 37. It was only after Samuel's father had left England to return to his home in Sierra Leone that his mother found out she was pregnant with Samuel. Sadly, he would never meet his father, but his profound pride in his African descent would greatly infuse his music. Samuel's grandfather taught him how to play the violin and ensured he had access to England's best musical schools. As both a violinist and a composer, Samuel's talents were obvious to all who knew him, and he became an international celebrity upon the publication of his musical trilogy based on the poems of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, The Song of Hiawatha. Published before the first performance, the first part of the piece was a hit, and Samuel was commissioned to write a sequel even before anyone had heard a single note. After finally being performed, it was considered one of the most remarkable musical successes of a generation. It became a national and international sensation that rivaled George Frederick Handel's Messiah in popularity, and even led to 3 tours of the United States where a whole new nation of people fell in love with his music. Samuel Coleridge Taylor developed a profound respect and love for African American music that he incorporated into his work. Fellow iconic composer Harry T. Burleigh sang in the Washington, D.C. performance of the Song of Hiawatha, with Samuel himself conducting, leading to a friendship and mutual admiration between the two composers. Though he would forever be immortalized as the composer of the Song of Hiawatha, Samuel wrote for orchestra, chamber music, operas, ballets, in addition to teaching and researching and conducting and promoting the music and works of the African diaspora. So today we remember Samuel Coleridge Taylor as an iconic composer. This is today's read. I'm Robert Gibbons.